Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the mobile app coaching. My name is Glenn Tompkins, senior instructor here at VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Yes, it's just down Friday. I got my Yankee gear on. My white shirt didn't show up well on the screen, so I had to put on a VectorVest shirt, but I'm still wearing my Yankee hat. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. And Badger, on Fridays, it's Koo. It's Koo. It's not Joey. Joey is here with me on my other live streams, but Koo is here with me on my live stream here on the mobile app coaching. Let me get my we got a new iPad. So I'll be working with that. All that kind of stuff. Hold on. Uh-oh. Did I just lose it? Uh-oh. No, I didn't. Hold on. There we go. I got to get my little cords together. So everything that I do is right off the iPad. I know that everybody here has, for the most part, may have the desktop as well, but I don't do anything off of the desktop. I only use the mobile app for this presentation. So it's the power of the program in your pocket. That's what it's all about. That's what I always call it. And I have the unofficial title of your mobile mentor. That's what I am. I am your unofficial mobile mentor, and hopefully you guys are learning something from these webcasts or from these live streams that help you to make money on the go with the VectorVest mobile app. I've got some really good things to show you that if you have been paying attention along the way, the mobile app is actually paying for itself, and you're going to see that in a second with a couple of portfolios that I'm running, that I am running primarily off of the mobile app. So with that being said, as we look at the mobile app right now, what do we do? Well, we looked at the home page. The home page tells me we got a mixed market. We got the Dow slightly down to flat. The IXIC, which is the NASDAQ, is slightly up, and the S&P is slight. So we got a flat day. Overall, we got a flat day. For those of you who were in the Jockey Club this morning, we went back and forth. The market is doing what it's doing, and it is what it is. But that's the beautiful thing about having the mobile app on your phone or on your iPad or whatever, or just having the mobile app. You don't have to be tethered behind a computer in order to take advantage of the power of the VectorVest system. So one of these days, one of those days where you just wait and see. But if you're a little bit more aggressive, I'm going to show you how to find some stocks to get into. If you're a little bit more prudent or conservative, this is a time that you still just hold on and manage the stocks that you have. All right, just manage the stocks that you have. But if you get the opportunity to take advantage of some, you can. So as I move over a little bit on the top, we have some extra indicators that we've added, such as looking at gold. SGOL down today about 0.1%. People have been asking me about gold, and I've been telling you right now, just be careful on it. It's the strength of the dollar that moves me to either buy or sell gold. By way of our Midas touch, though, we're still okay to be in gold, but it's leveling out right now. Just be careful with that. Oil's on the rise. If you follow me on any of my other live streams on the YouTube channel, been talking about that as well. Kinross Gold is up 1% today. Mortgages, I am going to do a video soon on the channel about REITs, but we have an indicator up here, Mort, which is down about 0.6%. Another one for mortgages, REM, down about 0.9%. And then there's Boyle and Cold. Man, I've been playing around with the idea of day trading options on either one of those, because on any given day, one is up nicely, one is down nicely. I've been playing with that. As I get more results from it, on one of my live streams, I'll talk to you a little bit about it. All right. From a market timing perspective, if you have the ability to look at market timing, all of the market timing is saying it's okay to buy. Now, with that being said, do you back up the truck? The market's on the move, but do you back up the truck? And the answer to that is no. What's going on, squad? What's up, BSMO? Mark is here. Colin is here. Why is it that stocks are to buy when they are almost at the point of going down? I need to understand what you're saying. So, Colin, a stock will get a buy recommendation when it meets the criteria to be a buy. All right. But a lot of the time, You got to look at what's going on in the market, or look at what's going along with the stock. Is the stock at a level where it is toppy? It may have been a buy for a while, pushing the stock's price higher. So how do I know if it's still a buy for me when I go look at the stock? The answer to that question is I want to be able to look at the stock individually, and I want to use some kind of technical analysis or anything along those lines to help me to make a decision. Does that make sense, Colin? All right. So, and I am going to be, a lot of people are of the mindset that if they buy a stock that's hitting a new high, that they're afraid to buy those stocks that are hitting new highs. I understand that. Do I agree with it? No. Do I agree with it? The answer to that is no. And why do I not agree with it? Because every time a stock is hitting a new high, what is it coming off of? A previous new high. It tells me that the stock is doing exactly what I want it to do, which is go up in price. Now, at some point in time, it will pull back. That's why I look at things like support and resistance. In that case, if I'm thinking about getting into a stock that has run, I look at RSI, I look at stochastics to see if it's overbought. And if it is, I may wait before I pull the trigger on that trade. So, Colin, does all of that make sense? And everybody who's here, does what I explain make sense when I'm looking at a buy recommendation in the VectorVest software to help me to make a better decision? All right? Anybody? Quantum computers is something, another video that I'm coming up with. Yes, I'm glad it's on my list. It's on my list. Quantum computer stocks. Another thing on my list is AI stock FOMO. I am coming up with a video on regional banks short list. All right, so these are some videos. It's really written down. You can't see it. It's really written down. I've got ideas, and quantum computers is one of those ideas, BSMO. All right, so I got you. I'm trying to stay all over what's going on in the market to get you guys in a spot where you can take advantage of trends that are on the way. So quantum computers is something that I am currently putting together as a video, maybe within the next couple of weeks. Glad that you brought that up, but I'm also glad that I am in tune with what you are looking for. This is what it's all about. Again, if you're brand new to the channel, I'm already going to invite you to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. No Name says made 5K from 280 because of the indicator on SMCI. It's a stock that's still rocking and rolling. Been talking a lot about it. Badger says, we just referred to Glenn as the talent. That's what I got to say about that. And No Name, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome, my friend. All right. So as I continue to look at what's going on, all of the major indices are up. All of the major market timing signals we have are up. I'm telling you, it's okay to buy stocks. Just make sure that the market is moving up in your behalf before you pull a trigger. Let's go take a look at the daily market update. Let's go take a look at the newsletter. I clicked on the little newsletter icon. What did we say? Which I really love when I look at the newsletter icon. I look at, why am I telling you to be careful? Because there's so much yellow in the color guard. We've got a lot of green creeping in, which is great. All right, But I've got a lot of yellow in the color guard. I'm going to still tell you to be careful. Last night, higher than expected jobs data sparked hope that the Federal Reserve would not raise interest rates next week and the U.S. stock markets close to the upside. Remember, when the announcement comes out, we will be live on Wednesday at 2 p.m. and we'll take a look at his conference at 2:30. So at 2 o'clock, we'll get the announcement. I personally think that he raises a quarter basis points. That's my 2 cents in regards to that. But I ain't the Fed. I believe you me. I'm not the Fed. Joe Mama says, I still love that name. Joe Mama says, yep, I'm up 70% on SMCI. Thanks, Glenn. You got it, bro. You got it. This is what it's all about. Again, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. If you want to take advantage of VectorVest, though, I got a link for you. You can get a $200 gift card and a free month of VectorVest as well. Thanks, Glenn. We'll get this over to the reporter. All right, that's good. I wrote an article. Hopefully it gets published for USA Today on ESG ETFs. Keep your eyes out for that. I don't know if it's going to get published or not. but I did put an article together. A lot of us here at VectorVest are doing just that. All right. So with one green light in a confirmed up situation, prudent investors may buy stocks long if the market is rising. Right now, we see that we have a mixed market. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market, but with a bias to the upside. All right, then we also provide for you our 1 and 5 day winners, which, use the rules long is up both in 1 and the 5 day. Interesting. If you are a desktop user, you can search into that search. I don't think we have this search into the mobile app, though. Fireworks stocks, El Cheapo Cheapos is in both the 1 day and the 5 day as well. All right, scroll up a little bit. That is looking at the market overview in the VectorVest news. Now, alerts. And this is where the rubber meets the road. You know that I like, as we do these live, I set up alerts on stocks that we're looking at. I did get an alert hit on a stock that we were looking at last week. UGP went above our level of 364. I'm going to click on that, view the stock detail. Let's take a look at the stock on a 3-month basis. Ooh. Do you want that stock? Yes or no? Bought Enoch Chili from VectorVest suggestion it's been performing well. The dividend payout was good. I talked about that today in the Jockey Club this morning. I had really good yield, and I determined by way of the analysis that the yield, the dividend safety was at 49, right in the cusp of a stock that I would like, but I looked at the earnings yield. The earnings yield was able to pay for the dividend yield, so I do like that stock. It's got a high yield. It's got like an 8% yield. It's got an 8% yield. So is Modine a good stock to hop on right now? No name. We'll take a look at your individual stocks in a moment. I'm not feeling this stock. I know that it went above my pricing point, but if I look at the graph, this is 1 day. Let me put this on a 3-month graph. That's what I wanted. Put it on a 3-month graph. Should we take this stock? Yes or no? Should we take this stock? Yes or no? All right, let's take a look at this. We're going to make a decision together, but you got to make it quick because I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Should we take this stock? Yes or no? Yes or no? OMG, you guys are typing so slow. Man, I just broke my mic. Sigh. When Joey sees you, she's going to be like, what the flying flip did I just do? There we go. Nate says yes. I got 1 yes. All right, I'm going to go set up an alert. Sigh. You guys are slow today, so slow. Let's go back. Let's go set an alert. No, it will fill that gap. Well, I got more yeses than not. Where's the gap? What gap? No, it's not. It's not looking like it's fading the gap. It's not looking like it's. It did fade the gap a little bit. I'm gonna put my stop right about there, 369. Let's go create. Oh, I already created the alert. It already hit. Never mind. I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to go buy it. That's what I was supposed to do. View the stock. Let's go buy it because it already hit the stop. Add to portfolio, 367. Let's go put this into mobile app 2. That's my $5,000 portfolio. Spend $500. The stock already hit I already had an alert on it. It already hit my alert. Add it to the portfolio. Do you want to navigate? Yep. So, as you know, as we buy and sell stocks on the app as we do this live, this portfolio is up about 0.7%. We only hold 1 stock right now. Prior to PACB, which was UGP, well, back and forth, one of the two. We were already up on PACB. We bought UGP. My only stipulation about this is that if a stock goes down 10%, we get it out of the portfolio. This portfolio has been all over the place. It's been as high as like 5%. It's come back down, but I didn't have a lot of stocks in it. So I've got now 2 stocks in there. Let's go back to recent alerts. These are all watchdog alerts. Any more for stock prices moving up? Nope. Not in the near, not just recently. I'm going to mark all of these as red. I'm not going to use the watchdog. I'll talk to you about that in a different live stream. Not ready for stocks yet. Hold on. I'll give you an opportunity. Let's go look at, I want to take a look at my portfolios. Remember, these are portfolios that I set up here for the most part. All right. Top 5 weekly picks. I'll come back to that in a second. The mobile app coaching, this is my $100,000 portfolio. Any stock that's over $20, we put into this portfolio. We currently own 6 stocks in this portfolio. We still have some money to spend. I don't know why it's not showing me that. But I still have money to spend. We're up 2%. $100,000 portfolio stocks that we're buying strictly on the live stream. Strictly on the live stream. Not half bad. All right, we're up 2%. My smaller portfolio, which is looking at a $5,000 portfolio, we're up 0.7%. Currently, we're only holding 2 stocks. How many of you watch me on YouTube and pay attention to our Monday videos, our Monday 6 p.m. videos, the top 5 weekly picks? Type a 1 in the room. How many of you are watching us on YouTube, normally watch us on YouTube and watch the 6 p.m. Monday video, which I present to you the top 5 picks for the week? Type a 1 in the room. Now, there's a reason why I'm asking this question. There's a reason why I'm asking this question, because I started a portfolio last week off of the top 5. All right, Steve said didn't know about the Monday video. See, and that's why I asked the question, because there's a lot of you out there that don't realize that we do more than just live streams on the channel. We do so much more than just live streams on the channel. I provide for you 3 videos every week, every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, I have a video. And my Monday's video will prepare you for the week, giving you the top 5 picks for both U.S., Canada, and Australia. All right, Pacific Standard Time? No, Eastern Standard Time. They come out every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so that's what we do. So I just started watching or putting together a portfolio for those top 5. I'm only going to keep 5 stocks in those portfolios. Anytime a stock hits my stop criteria, I get out of it. The stop criteria I have is a 50% gain or 10% loss. All right, 50% gain or 10% loss. All right, and here's my top 5 picks from just this week, or from this week. SMCI up 15%, MOD up 9%, YPF up 7.5%, NVDL, the ETF for NVIDIA is down, and the ETF for Facebook is down. But overall, folks, this is kind of awesome. Just in less than 1 week's time, we're up 4.82%. So the reason why I ask you guys if you watch the videos, this is within 1 week's worth of time, that information. Again, these portfolios are only going to hold 5 stocks. They're going to stay in here until any of these stocks go down, or pretty much I think that I'm setting these up that if the stocks become a hold recommendation, I'm taking the profits on these quick. All right, so this is a little different on the top 5 picks. So I ask you that question because we have so much more to offer than just live streams that you pay attention to. All right, and can be done on a mobile app. If you take a look at those top 5, put them into a paper trading portfolio on the mobile app and track them throughout the week, you can come up and find what stocks are on the rise and take advantage of those. So again, every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, we do have a 6 p.m. video. Now, if you want to be alerted to that, then you need to hit the subscribe button for the channel. You need to hit the subscribe button for the channel and hit the bell icon, because we will alert you to when these when these videos come out. Eric says, is $100,000 portfolio. This portfolio 2 is not a $100,000 portfolio. It is only a $5,000 portfolio. But the $100,000 portfolio is what I call the mobile app. This one is the $100,000 portfolio, and it is currently up over 2%, and I can still put more stocks in here. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can still put 4 more stocks into this portfolio. Now, with that being said, let's talk about trying to find some stocks. The market is flat. All of the major market timing signals are up. All right, so let's go see if we can find some stocks to get into. I'll show you how I find stocks for these portfolios. Again, it's the power of the program in your pocket. Let's go to the stock pick ideas. We'll start there. So if I'm more of an aggressive trader, the primary wave is up. If I'm more of a swing trader, the DEW is up. If I'm looking for stocks to add to my retirement portfolio, the confirmed call is up. Badger says, Glenn's 6 p.m. video on Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays are taped and posted on VectorVest YouTube channel. Good stuff. Take a look if you haven't seen them yet. Thank you, Badger. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that. All right. So primary wave is up. Let's go see if we can find some hot stocks to get into. Now I'm in the stock pick ideas. I click on the first watch list, which is hot picks. Now, the first thing I always do, because I'm trying as a mobile user, trying to go past all of this stuff, and I just want to find what stocks are on the rise right now, I'm going to take this hot stick list, go up to where it says VST. I'm going to click there and go down to where it says percentage gain or loss. Now I'm looking at the hot stocks, but sorting them by the stocks that are up the most today. Lee says, is this a paid membership? No, the membership to the YouTube channel is free. It's free. Oh, you just click the subscribe button. We don't charge you no money for that. It's free. Hit that bell icon. It's free to get the alert to when new content comes out. What did Jim say? Jim said something. Jim, you can go to the graph settings under the upper graph sections to make sure that the show rating bar is turned on. Thank you, Koo. If that was you that was answering that question, I appreciate that. I'm sorry I missed the question, Jim. I apologize for that. All right, so now I'm looking at the stocks that are in the hot stocks that are going up. I can see that which ones are buys. I can see that NGL has got a green bar. It's a buy. Cocoa has a yellow bar today, but it's still a buy. All of these stocks that I've got sorted by percentage price gain, if you look to the left of the symbol, these are all buy recommendations. Let's start with NGL. We'll click on it. Wow, I like that over the last year. Earnings is rising, recently starting to fall. Let me click on the graph itself to get a tighter view. I'm looking at a 3-month look at the bottom of the graph. I'm looking at a 3-month view. It's hitting a new 3-month high. I don't like the wick at the top of the candle, though. It's a lot of give back, so I'm going to bypass that one. Let's go to the next one. Cocoa. Wow, Cocoa looks good. Look at the rising earnings on that. RV and RS are below 1. This will be a shorter term trade. RT, the stock is screaming up, 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 up. I do like the price action. I do like the earnings per share. I'm going to click in the graph. Looking at a 3-month graph. What do you think? Yes or no? I'm going to say yes. Bottom left, top right, over the last 3 months, it's up 1.46% today. What don't I like about the move, though? What don't I like about the move? Looking at the graph, what don't I like about the move? I see the price moving up, but what don't I like? Type it in the room. What don't I like? Type it in the room. You people are moving so slow today. Or is it that much of a delay? I don't know. All right, since nobody's typing in the room, it's the volume. It's the volume. I'm not a fan of the stock's price moving up without the volume moving up as well. I think I want to bypass that. I want to make sure that there's conviction behind the move. Let's go. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go to the next stock. Ooh, GGAL. Same situation. Look at the volume, and I've got a spinning top candlestick. It is a delay. Nate says there's a delay. Jabin says there's a delay as well. All right. Let me keep finding. I want to find me a stock that I want. Volume's not there. Ooh, I do like the move of that. No, I want something that's going to catch my attention and make me want to holler. Dollar, make you want to holler. These stocks are all moving down, though. Look at that. Look at these negative moves. All right. Let's go to another list. Back up. Let's go to high momentum stocks and do the same thing. Go up to VST, sort by percent gain loss. Let's go take a look at these stocks. No, that's on a 1-year graph. I'm not happy with that. I'm going to click on it. I'm not happy with that. No volume. 91 cents. It's up 5% today. I'm going to come back to that. ADVM, Adverum Bio. Look at the 3-month graph. Volume is not falling off a lot. A lot of it is sideways volume. I'm going to put an alert on this one. ADVM. I'm going to put an alert on this one. Create an alert. 157. Create. Did I not just create it? I think I just did. Yep, ADVM, the alert is created. All right, let's go to the next stock. No, that's moving sideways. Put in 3 month. That's a little bit of sideways move. I don't want that just quite yet. No, gapped up, but I don't like The Adobe, look at the big give back on the candlestick. All right, it's got more wick at the top, which shows me a little bit more selling pressure. No. DMAC. Rising volume as the stock's price is rising as well. Got a little bit of a shooting star pattern yesterday. No follow through today. No wick at the top of the candle. The stock is trading at session highs. I'm going to go back, hit the bell icon, create an alert higher than that high right there. Stock's got to move though. It's currently at 336. It's got to get to 342. It's got to get to 342. Nicely up today, about 4%. I'm going to go create. All right, let's go to the next stock. No, I'm not feeling that. UGP. Click on the 3-month. I'm going to come back to that. Opera has been doing well. I'm going to set up an alert for Opera. I don't like I'm okay with the volume falling as the stock has been moving sideways for about 4 days. I'm okay with the volume falling there. But I am going to set up an alert. Let's go back onto the 1-year graph. I do like the earnings as well. It's got good upside. The safety is not there. The VST is there, and the stock's in an uptrend. Let's go set up an alert on that one. Create an alert. Go up to that swing high right there of about 1923. Create an alert. All right, the alert is created. All right, let's go to the next stock. Man, how cool is it? How easy is it to be able to do this on just like this? Just like this. Oops, something just hit. Cherry picking. Sell long was, the TSLL, for those in the Jockey Club, TSLL just sold out. TSLL just sold out. All right, so I will look at stocks. Again, folks, hold off on the stocks. I'll get your stock picks, all right? I'll get your stock picks. Comfort index on this stock is at 1.38. That's on Sage. I do like that as well. Did I set up an alert for this already? I don't think so. Manage. Nope, I did not. Let's go set up an alert. Create a new alert at that high. I like that. That'll be at 5907. Create. It's already created. And as I create the alerts, notice on this right here, it says manage stock alerts. I can go back and right there, manage active stock alerts. I can click on it and it'll show me what stocks I have alerts on. Now, keep in mind, excuse me, if you're a mobile user, these alerts that I'm doing are only on the mobile app. We can't do these alerts on the desktop app. So that's a cool thing that's a clear advantage of utilizing the power of the program in your pocket, in that you can set these alerts on your mobile app and find out what stocks are hitting your alerts. All right, let's go back. There's on Sage. Ooh, look at NU Holdings. Look at that there. Look at that there. Ooh, it's a volume thing again. I know SMCI is rocking and rolling. We've talked a lot about it. And, thanks to us, I don't want to say thanks to us, thanks to the power of the program in your pocket. We've talked about it, and a lot of people are making money on it. Trading Matt says, I've traded cocoa all week, buy, set tight stops, and close out, buy again, etc. Hey, whatever, rinse, wash, and repeat. But when I looked at cocoa, I didn't like the volume. That's the reason why I hadn't bought it just quite yet. I knew is rocking, but I don't like the volume. But if you want to take advantage of it, let's go back. I'm going to hook you up. Create an alert. Go to that high right there. Buy alert when it crosses above 755. It's only 4 cents away. Let's go create that alert. All right, let's go to the next stock. Oscar. It's up 2.6%. Let's click on a 3-month view. Let's go back. Let's look at, Comfort Index. Well, you know why Comfort Index is low? Look at the big pullback. This stock is susceptible to long and lengthy price declines. Be careful with that. I do like the move. It's above my moving average right now. It's a simple moving average, 40-day moving average. I do like the move up. It is starting to move sideways, but fundamentally not sound. I'd be careful with that one. AMOM. Relative value, relative safety, both below 1. It is in an uptrend, and it's got a comfort index at 1.3. So even on these, notice the difference between this and the other graph is that these pullbacks are not as extensive as they were in the previous graph. Glenn, what does the volume on NU need to be considered attractive? NU, talk about, when you say the volume, all right, let's go into a 3-month view. See that on the 3-month view, Siberia? Look at the volume on the bottom. I'd rather buy into a stock look at April 24th to May 8th. Look at the overall rise in volume as the stock's price is running up. Now notice that, back early May, mid-May, stock's price is still running, but volume is falling. There's less conviction. And what that does for me is it says that not as many people are buying into the position. Does that make sense, Siberia? Does that make sense? So when you say what volume am I looking for, I know it's a lot of volume as far as numbers, but when I'm looking at the trend of the volume, I want to make sure that the volume is trending higher along with the price. That's what I'm looking for. All right, we did look at that. SMCI, man, this is just a stock that everybody and their mama is making money on. Man, but it doesn't want to load. All right, interesting. There it is. Now it's loading. I've already got play in that, so I'm not going to add more to it. Stock. Now be careful. Be careful with SMCI if you still own it. All right, let me go put this on it. I'm already on a 3-month graph. You see the wicks forming at some of these candles? Like on that candle right there. Can I get that date? 6/7. What's today? 6/9. Yeah, 6/7. 2 days ago. See the wick on that candle? That's some selling pressure. Now, we didn't get followed through the next day, but look at today's candle. A lot of wick on the candle, and it's closed. A lot of wick on the candle, and it's closed. I'm going to say it one more time. A lot of wick on the candle, and it's a closed candle. That is giving me some sense of SMCI may be getting tired. So if you guys have made money on it, I'm going to tell you to just be careful and tighten stops. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? Yes or no? Does that make sense to everybody in the room? Yes or no? I'm not telling anybody to panic sell the stock. But all I'm saying is be careful with it. As I look at the graph is telling me right now to just be careful and don't give away all of the big profits you've made, folks. All right, don't be afraid to, if something else, don't be afraid to take half off the table. All right, don't be afraid. And there you're right, Todd. Volume is falling. Less conviction, but I'm looking at price action. I'm just telling you guys to be careful. All right, let's go to the next stock. Fang Yu. No, I don't want that right now. Stop moving. Move this over here somewhere. EZJ, Ultra Japan. This stock gaps all over the place. Just as quickly as it can gap up is as quickly as it can gap down. Be careful with it. ESTC, open candle today, but a lot of wick at the top, a lot of selling pressure. Be careful with that. No. Ooh, DFH, Dream Finders. Wow. Now, the volume's not half bad. We're looking at today's volume is lower than the previous day. We still got trading day left. The wick at the top of the candle leaves a little to be desired, but I love the equity curve. All right, let's go move back one. DFH, sigh. All right, it's going to come up. I want to see what the CI should be really good on this. I want to see the relative value and relative safety on it. Relative value is above 1. Relative safety is below 1. Interesting that the comfort index is at 0.75. All right, it's not as good. It's not as good as I thought. No, it's not as good as I thought. The stock's price is definitely moving up. All right. I'm still going to set an alert for this. Create an alert. I'm going to go to the high of today. Crosses above 2251. I'm going to create that. All right, and let's go back. Let's go see what else is in here. No, I don't like that. It's going down. Azul. Anybody know what that means in Spanish? Because I knew. Anybody know what that means in Spanish? First person that gets it wins a prize. What does azul mean in Espanol? You're really not going to win a prize. Yeah, I just said that. It's blue. That's right. It's blue. You're not really winning a prize. I just wanted you to put it in there. Lifestyle says SoFi and Farm seem to have good momentum. There was something that I saw on Farm. What exactly do you analyze when looking at volume? Is it monthly, daily, or what's considered good volume? So when I look at volume on a stock, I'm looking at it on a 3-month graph. I'm looking at it also on a 1-year graph. If I'm going to pull the trigger on it now, I want to make sure that on the 3-month graph, that volume is still rising along with the stock's price. Because if it's not, I always say that volume is conviction. If I'm looking at a 3-month graph and I am watching price move but volume going down, it catches my attention. Now, I'm not going to tell you all that you shouldn't buy it. I'm just going to tell you that it raises a flag for me. They are making themselves known to everybody. There's something I saw on farm. Again, I don't remember. Blue like my shirt. There you go, Siberia. Azul. La pluma es azul. That means the pen is blue. Azul has no meaning in Spanish. Yes, azul. It does, Mata. How are you going to tell me it doesn't make it? It doesn't have any meaning in Spanish. It means blue. Unless you know something that I don't know, Matthias, you need to tell me. That's all I got to say. Hi, Cigar. You need to tell me. Azul is blue. It has a meaning in Spanish. All right, so I got to say. Are we going to really argue about the color blue in Spanish? Are we really going to do that? I just want to know. All right, I just want to know. All right. Tangi says, not fair, Glenn. I should get a mug. Who said I was giving away a mug today? I didn't even say I was giving away a mug today. All right. Any other stocks in here? That's pulling back. I don't want that. No. Remember, I'm looking for momentum stocks. I'm looking for stocks that are rocking. Not taking that. Ooh. Viv. I do like that. Relative value, relative safety, both below 1. RT is above 1. Ooh, comfort index is at 0.49. Don't start that, Badger. Don't start that. Put it on a 3-month graph. I'm putting an alert for this. Let's go back one. Hit the alert. I think I'm going to create an alert on this one. Set that up. At 9:08. Create. All right. I got 11 alerts out there so far right now. All right. Those are my stocks that I was looking at high momentum stocks. For those people who are a little bit more prudent, let's go to premium watch list. If you have premium watch lists, I am going to bring up, what do I want to bring up? I want to bring up, I don't want to say precise. Let's go take a look at wild watch list winners. Sort this by percent gain loss. Now, why would I pick this from a swing trade perspective? I picked this because these are not stocks that are only being talked about by VectorVest, but these are stocks that are being talked about by a lot of people. All right? By a lot of people. I started the mug giveaway phenomenon. When did you do that, Trader Matt? Stop typing mug in the room. I'll put you in timeout if you keep doing that. All right, so these are stocks that are being talked about by a lot of different periodicals, a lot of different companies. So with that being said, I think it's a good idea to take a look at these, especially from a swing trade perspective. These are sorted by price percent of price gain. RVRS both below 1. Comfort index is above 1. I love the rising earnings on it. Love the rising earnings. Put me in timeout. The bacon on the buffet in timeout is crispy today. Ooh, today is Friday. My wife is still in Arizona. I think I'm going to Golden Corral today. Matthias, Azul is a tick number for Brazilian airline, and it means blue in English. Thank you, Lou. I don't know why we was arguing. I knew what it meant. Why y'all arguing with me? Stop doing that. Sigh. All right. Let's go look at this. Put this on 3-month graph. I do like the rising earnings. I think the stock's got a little bit ways to go. I'm not ready to pull the trigger on that. Ooh, how about INTT though? Ooh. Volume is not falling. Volume is pretty level. I think I want an alert on this. Go back, hit an alert, create an alert, set it up here at that high of the candle at 26.39. Create. All right. Let's go to the next dot. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bing. Hey, are you guys learning something? Yes or no? Are you guys learning something? Yes or no? Badger, don't know. I spent all JC in timeout. You're right about the bacon. You're right about the bacon. All right. Listen, because I don't want you guys to get bored sitting up in here. I want you guys to get idea of what Todd says maybe. All right. Sigh. You know something? I can't please everybody. I don't like the falling earnings on this one. I do like the rising earnings on this TK Corp. It gapped, but I don't like the wick. Look at the wick. I don't like the wick. Look at the big wick at the top of the candle. It did gap up. A lot of selling pressure on that stock. I'm not a fan of it. Let's go put this back onto the 1 year graph. Adobe, Tesla. Now, Tesla's not a bad play. It gapped up. And look at that move on Tesla. Ooh-wee. Closed candle. Closed candle. Let's go back one and go to RVRS. The company is fundamentally sound. The comfort index, though, is at 0.53. Not really warm and fuzzy. And that makes sense because the stock started tanking a little bit when Elon started cutting the prices on the cars. It affected the company adversely. I can understand why the comfort index is at 0.53. But everything else, all the other indicators are above 1. All the other indicators are above 1. Do I want to take this position now? I clicked on the graph, takes me to a 3-month graph. I don't like the closed candle. I like the volume overall. I don't like the closed candle. So it's got a bigger wick at the top than at the bottom. And I hope, BSMO, I'm with you on that long term on Tesla. I like Tesla long term. I do. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're in it, leave it alone. If I'm thinking about getting into it today, I'm not a fan of it getting in today. UGP, we already looked at. That's a gappy stock too. I don't want it. CSAM, sorry, Glenn, got to give you a hard time. I retired Navy. It's all right. I'm not retired, but, they always say that the Marines are a department of the Navy, but we're the men's department. That's all I got to say about that. All right, let me tell you something. I do love my Navy, folks, because you got me wherever I needed to be. What I didn't like about being on a Navy boat, though, Todd, is every time there was general quarters, when they do exercises, general quarters, all hands man their battle stations. All embarked Marines report to the berthing area, and that sucked. That's what sucked about being on a boat. Is that they're going through exercises and they turn off all the freaking air conditioning on the boat. And we're in the boat in the berthing areas and we are sweating like nobody's business while y'all are up there doing all your little Navy stuff. All right, so that's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Glenn, what did you do to the market? I told the market to sit down or I was going to whip its butt, and it sat down. All right, that's all I got to say. That may explain why mine doesn't work. Jim, are you on the, what are you on, Jim? I am on the iPad. I'm on the iPad. I don't like the wick at the top of this. I don't like the wick at the top of this one either. Man, I need to find something that, ooh, Oracle. It's the volume thing though. Man, Oracle, you know something? I'm going to put an alert on Oracle. Why? Because it's in that AI space. All right, it's in that AI space. I think it's a good stock. I don't like the volume, but it's all right. 110.03 is my buy-in price. All right, let's go to the next stock. Wow, GRBK. Look at that. Right. Earnings had fallen, but now starting to come back up. Put this on a 3-month graph. I like that. I like that stock. Let's go set an alert. Set an alert. Create an alert. We're right, almost right where I want the alert. Right there. 5692, create. All right, what time is it? 12:44. I should have been done by now. All right. So we got some stocks that we set alerts for. All right, just going through the process, looked at some stocks from a swing trade perspective, look at stocks from an aggressive perspective. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take us back to the main screen. To the main screen, baby. Go back. Recent alerts. None of my alerts are about stocks that hit above my alerts. Pricing alerts. These are all watchdogs, so I'm going to mark all these as red, take them off. Let's go back to the market overview, and let's go click on, it's not what I wanted. What am I looking for? Oh, let's go my watch list. There we go. That's where I want to go. All right, now I'm going to click the plus sign. Now that I'm at watch list, I'm going to click the plus sign. And I'm going to create a watch list of your stocks. Now put your stocks. Jim, you're on an Android. Hey, does anybody know if it works too much different on an Android as compared to iOS? I don't know that for sure. I don't have an Android device, so I can't answer that question. All right, now I want your stocks. Now I want your stocks. I'm going to take a few. I'm going to take a few. I got to get ready for another live stream, another webcast at 2 o'clock, though. So I'm putting that out there. AHA, AHI, AHI. I click on it on the list. Bingo. Starts creating the list at the bottom of that line. ATLX. ATLX, Glenn. How about that? LX. There it is. It's lithium play. MOD. You done with MOD? Yeah, you know me. You done with MOD? MOD fix. FIX. Click on it. STRL. STRL. Click on it. CRT. You know, that can mean something else there, Mark. I'm not getting into that. GM. GM. Click on that. Vista Energy. VIST. Click on that. Peloton. Man, I haven't heard Peloton in a minute. STRL is already in my list. NYCB. NYCB. Next stock. EDV. You done with EDV? Yeah, you know B. SMCI. It's a hot stock. SMCI. We all know why that's moving. XPO. Mark, are you having issues with this on your Android device? XPO. Come on. EXTR. EXT. Is that Exeter? Extreme. EXTR. NVIDIA. NVDA is still one of my best picks in the space. SoFi. Oops. SoFi. Ooh. SoFi. You blow my mind. CRT is already in the list. SMCI is already on my list. And Luckin Coffee. LKNCY. LKNCY. All right, that's all my stocks for today. Now that they're all here, I'm going to go down to the bottom where it says create a watch list, and we're going to give it today's date, which is 6. Sorry, hold on. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. 6/9/23. Click on OK. It's going to create my watch list. Glenn, it's good that nobody else knows about NVIDIA. Everybody knows about NVIDIA, Jay. Everybody. So I look at the list sorted by VST. SMCI is at the top of the list. STRL is number 2. Modine is number 3. Stocks at the bottom of the list. Lithium, I still think lithium is a good play. I would wait, though. All right, let's go pay attention to the stocks at the bottom of the list, starting with ATLX. Woo, is this on the 1 year? That is on the 1 year. Ooh, I'm not feeling that. Now, I like lithium. I'd probably find you a different lithium play than this one. Relative value, relative safety, both below 1. Comfort index at 0.92. It is overvalued. Negative earnings growth, negative earnings per share. If I'm going to play this space, I'd probably find you a different stock in the lithium space. All right. Let's go the other way. Peloton towards the bottom of the list today. Look at the move on this. All right, look at the move on this. Look at the big wick. That's a little bit of a gravestone doji on big volume. So that was news. Evidently, it was news that moved it. Let's go back. That's news that moved it. Relative value, relative safety, both below 1. RT below 1. It's overvalued. Negative earnings growth. The whole thing with Peloton is they had to overcome some negative public relations. Especially there was one of their devices hurt a baby. It's a couple of years ago, and they've been trying to overcome that for the longest time. But when I look at Peloton, like I said, I hadn't heard about that until you put that up in a minute. Fundamentally not sound, not in an uptrend, with a VST below 1, overvalued, earnings growth and earnings both negative. There's nothing good to know about or like about Peloton. Now, I can see with the big wick move today, there was some kind of news that moved it. Do I like the stock? The answer to that is no. It's up 4.5% today, but look how much it was up. Look how much it was up as a high today of $9.82. It's at now $8.61. It was a big move. Whatever happened, and now it ain't so pretty. All right, so I'm just saying in regards to Peloton. Peloton was good during the pandemic only. Yes, because people were home and people were still exercising and didn't want to go to the gym. Peloton was that, and Netflix were the two best. That, Netflix, and Zoom. Those were some of the really good stocks that were rocking and rolling during the pandemic. All right. But now the pandemic is over. Peloton's really got to get over their PR deal. GM. Now, there's a thing with GM. I like the deal, but it was Ford that made the deal with Tesla so that Ford cars could use Tesla chargers. I like that. I think that that's going to be really good for the space. We all know that Tesla's the big boy in the EV space. Everybody else is chasing them. But I think it accomplishes one of the things that are out there about the grid. That the grid is not able to handle it, and that there's not enough charging for cars to get from place to place and all that kind of stuff. This is big. Nate, I'm with you. This is big. I'm probably going to do a short video on this next week. AHI, that's news driven. There is no ifs, ands. As a matter of fact, if you click the three dots in the top right-hand corner, let's go check out the news on that. That's strictly news. Up 462 freaking percent. Who does that? That's a lot of move. What's the news? AHI commentary for quarter ended 31 March 2023. That's last month. I don't know. Let's go to click on press release. Click on press release. I don't know what made this stock move this much. Go to news. That's 11 months ago. Go to all last month. Anybody got news on this stock? Anybody? Might change my BMW for Tesla if these gas prices keep on increasing. That's another whole thing in and of itself. Let's go. Can I get back over it? Oh, that's not what I was looking for. I click on done. Anybody got news on this? I don't know why this is up 400% today. I got no news. But when I touch it, fundamentally not sound. Company doesn't make money. They do have an earnings growth rate of 18%. GM also announced last night to use Tesla supercharger next year. I know. Didn't I just say that? Oh, GM. So Ford and GM. I think that's big. I think I'm going to do a short video. I might actually do a short video on it today if I got the time. If I got the time, I might. But I got a live stream in about an hour. No news, but I'm still interested. Keep looking. AHI, you really interested in this? I'm not. I think a lot of people woke up. The stock was trading at 30 cents. I think there's going to be a lot of people profit taking on this. I think there's going to be a lot of profit taking. I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that. All right, Luckin Coffee. I do like it's getting ready to go above the 40-day moving average. I love the rising earnings. Comfort index at 1.65. This is not a bad play. It's down today, but not a bad play. I'd like to see it go above the 40-day moving average before I take a look at it. EDV, even though it's an ETF Vanguard, RT is below. I need it to get above the 40-day moving average as well. Wow, NVIDIA, I'm a big fan of it. But, if I click on the 3-month graph, I got a beautiful level of support. Underneath those two red bars, could be leveling out. Same thing with SMCI. Same thing with SMCI. Expo, put that back onto a 1-year graph. Above the 40-day, a little bit of sideways move as well. RT and RV and RS both below 1. Negative earnings growth rate, but with a positive earnings per share. Let's get it above that $50 range, though, first. SoFi is rocking. Looking at 3-month graph, I don't like today's graph, though. I don't like today's graph. A lot of wick at the top of the candle. I'd be very careful with that. All right. That's a graveyard doji. It is a red candle. It's down for the day, and it's closed. I'd be careful with SoFi, especially if you've made some money on it. All right, NYCB, same kind of scenario at a level of resistance. Got to break out of that level of resistance before I'm thinking about buying that. Fix, nice move after 4 days down. See that back there? 4 days down. Nicely ran up, hit a new 3-month high. Pulling back again, a lot of selling pressure 2 days ago on the wick. I'd be careful with it. EXTR, I like the stock. I do like the stock. I'd like to see better volume, but I do like the stock. Stock's moving up. Looking at, put this on to the 1-year graph. Look at that rising earnings. RVRS both above 1. CI above 1, earnings growth rate 28%. I like that stock. That's a good play. I do like, where's that? Where is it? I got to check. There it is. I like this stock. I do like this stock. CRT, I like that it's coming up off a session of a low way back in March. It's above the 40-day. RV is above 1. It's got good upside potential. The safety is below 1, though. It's a little bit more aggressive, but I love the earnings per share. I do love the earnings per share rising on it. And it's undervalued. I like CRT. Let's go back. Where was I? Let's go to Vista. Wow, Vista looks good. It's an energy stock. Oil and energy is starting to move. Glenn, can you sometimes show us your settings and how to adjust switching the app? You need to ask me that question a little differently. I don't understand what you're asking me, because all the settings you're looking at are the settings that I have. That 40-day moving average. I don't add a lot to the app. I let the power of the app do its thing. I don't add a whole lot more to the app. All right, does that make sense? Analyst calls Tesla GM IBD. Somebody in IBD did that. All right. Auto check within. I'm not sure what you're still asking me, trader. AHI, not interested anymore. The firm is commercializing body dimension scanning tonight. It's a tiny Australian firm that is thinly capitalized and producing. Yeah, I'm not. That was strictly a trade, and I couldn't find any news on it. Graphs on the lower and the upper. If you go down, let's go to the 3-month graph. All right. See at the bottom where it says graph settings? All right, I'll show you what the settings I have. Click on that cog at the bottom. My settings is every time I click on the graph from a 1-year graph, I want to look at a 3-month graph. So I've got that set up. Frequency is daily. Chart type is I'm looking at candles. I want to have the ratings up there. Moving averages, none active. Normally, I look at a 3 and an 8 exponential moving average. I'm going to show you how to add that real quick. Click on that. Moving average 1, exponential. I'm going to put it on. I can make it exponential. Use the minus to go down to 3. I'm going to moving average 2, make it active. I want it exponential, and I'm going to move it down to 8. Those are my 2 moving averages that I really like. I don't need a 3rd moving average. So once I'm done setting up those 2, I hit the back bar. What else is on here? Moving averages, envelopes I'm not using, and support and resistance I have inactive. Let's go put those active as well. Number of bars, 100, because I'm looking at a shorter term. I want to look at 100 bars. Number of touches, 2, shows me that in order for it to be a solid line, it's got to touch that line twice. Size of reversal strong. I'm going to leave all that alone. Unbroken, closest. All right, now that I've got my support and resistance check, what else do I want on the lower graph? All I have is volume, but I can change that, but all I have is volume. So now, Trader Matt, that's all my settings. Now my graph's going to look a little different. There's my 3 and the 8s, and I will have support and resistance on there. So that's my real settings when I'm looking at the mobile app. That's what I'm looking for. AHI was only a scalp for me today. The news. Yeah, I couldn't find the news on it. All right, let's keep on finishing up. There's my 3 and the 8s. I'm not seeing any support and resistance on here. Let's go over to graph settings. Upper graph, lower graph. Where is... Oh, I know why. No. Support resistance. That's why. I got to enable it. Duh. Now it's enabled. Now support and resistance will show up when it needs to. Let me make sure again. Support and resistance is active. All right. But there's my support. There, Trader Matt, now you go. Now you go. Albert, you have a great day. Also, Canada have an agreement with Tesla to have charging systems across Canada. That's big. Yeah, I think it's time for me to put out a short video on that. So, Trader Matt, or everybody in the room, did that, my setup, are you good with that? Are you good with that? That's my ideal setup on the mobile app. That's my ideal setup on a mobile app. Everybody good with that? Everybody, yes or no? I know it's a delay, but there we go. All right, there you go. Let's go back to the last couple. Wow, STRL looks good. STRL looks good. As a matter of fact, let's Let's go look at a 3-month graph. I am looking at a 3-month graph. Let's go back. I think I want this. I think I'll create an alert. Up here at 53.77, create. I like that, STRL. SMCI we're already in. That looks just great. That was the last stock. All right, that's it. Oh, did I get one? Nope, that's another watchdog. I want to find anyone. So now let's go back to the portfolios. As stocks hit my, I got all those alerts out there. As my alerts hit, I will start putting more stocks into the portfolio. So just to let you know, mobile app 2, $5,000 portfolio, trying to keep 10 stocks at $500 a piece. It's up about 0.6%. Let's go back to mobile app. That's my $100,000 portfolio. All of these stocks should be $20 or more. All right, it's up 2%. And for the top 5 weekly picks, which we're going to keep our eyes on, 4.5% just in less than a week. Now, I won't put stocks in here I won't put any new stocks in here unless a stock gets stopped out. And my stop on these are I think it's either a 50-15 or if a stock moves to a hold, one of the two. All right, I gotta go. Thank you guys for UGP. Oh, didn't we already get into UGP? We're already in UGP. Let's go to it. It gave me an alert. Let's go to the portfolios. My portfolios. I think we're already in UGP. Here we are. And we're up about 0.25%. All right, so I gotta go. Hey, for those of you who are subscribers to the software, I do have a webcast today in an hour about the Derby. For those of you who are the Derby or not the Derby, it is what it is. So, I gotta go. You guys have a great. Stop typing mug, Todd. That's you Navy folks. It's you Navy folks. Stop typing. They don't listen. Navy folks don't listen. What's the Derby, Michael? It's our day trading room. It is our day trading room. I have a webcast in an hour on it. All right, I have a webcast in an hour on the Derby. All right, folks, I gotta go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting all of my live streams. I appreciate it. Something just hit. What was that? Cherry picking. I think we just sold out of another stock or something. Steve was working. I'm looking at that portfolio. You guys can't see it. I'll show it in the thing today. Holdings. Yeah, we're only down to 2 stocks. I tightened the stops on those stocks. We're down 2.5% today. Sigh. All right. Assalamu alaikum, salami him, and I can't do that. That's what I do to my friends and all that. I won't do that. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Boom dia. Salam, shalom, namaste. Yasu! I gotta go. Have a great weekend, folks. See ya!